In 1983, EMD introduced the GP49, basically a 12-cylinder version of the GP50. It produced almost as much power as the 16-cylinder GP40-2, with supposedly better fuel economy. The model, however, was not a huge success, with only 9 being sold in the open market, as well as 6 GP39Xs being upgraded to GP49 standards. For April 2025, Athearn is pleased to announce a new run of the Athearn Genesis EMD GP49, now with added lighting benefits such as number boards and classification lights. For this run, we've included the following roads. A special 250th USA edition. On July 4, 2026, the United States will commemorate and celebrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The goals of this celebration, among others, are to inspire Americans and to participate and inspire community service, as well as honor the contributions of all Americans. Athearn has decided to celebrate this event with a special commemorative locomotive with matching caboose available separately. Like the USA's 250th anniversary, however, this is absolutely a one-time only piece and will not be re-released in the future. Features will include front and rear ditch lights, cab AC, short snowplow, strobe, cab wind deflectors, and an RS5T horn on stand. '84 era legendary liveries, Boston and Maine, including road numbers 400 and 407. The Boston and Maine was an esteemed Class 1 carrier based in New England, and at one time they operated an extensive network in New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine. Ultimately, they became part of the Guilford Transportation Industries in 1983. However, what if an independent Boston and Maine had survived a little bit longer to order new power from EMD? Perhaps they would have ordered the GP49s, and here's our take on what they would have looked like. Features for these models will include sunshades, operating class lights, painted in Boston and Maine's final paint scheme, cab wind deflectors, and firecracker antennas. '84 era legendary liveries NDM, including road numbers 7900 and 7909. NDM was the State Railroad of Mexico from 1938 to 1998. Most of their motive power was secondhand or rebuilt, and in addition, they operated some of the last high-nose second-generation diesels in passenger service. Here is our take on a more modern replacement for these units in the form of the GP49. Features on these models will include high short hood, trade-in Blomberg B trucks, operating class lights, Leslie RS3L horns, and MU hose holder on either end. Three road numbers for 1980s era Norfolk Southern, including road numbers 4601, 4603, and 4604. Norfolk Southern's fleet of GP49s were rebuilt from the former Southern GP39Xs in 1982. Norfolk Southern retired them in 2001, and they are now owned by Florida Tri-Rail. These models will feature walkway lights, bells mounted on the long hood, large snowplow at each end, operating class lights, high short hood, P5 horn on each end, and 2 firecracker antennas. Two road numbers for legendary liveries, Norfolk Southern, in the executive scheme, including road numbers 4600 and 4605. Although Norfolk Southern retired their GP49s in 2001, what if they had kept them around for a bit longer? We've adapted Norfolk Southern's attractive executive scheme to the units as used on their business cars and research trains. They've also been equipped with ditch lights. Run them on officer car specials, test trains, maintenance away, or anything else that you may think of. These models will include walkway lights, bells mounted on the long hood, large snowplow on each end, high short hood, P5 horns on either end, 2 firecracker antennas, cab AC, operating class lights, and front and rear ditch lights. DCC-ready models feature quick plug-and-play technology with 21-pin NEM connector. DCC and sound-equipped models will feature an onboard DCC decoder with Tsunami 2 sound with dual cube speakers. All new features for this run include lit number boards and classification lights. For a complete list of features, please select the link in the video description below. Pre-order the Athearn Genesis EMD GP49 models through your Athearn dealer by Friday, May 2nd.